Things might get weird.
Yeah.
Welcome to our life. Thank you.
You or me?
I did it last time.
Welcome back to another episode of the Hewlett House podcast. I'm Hayden, and I am here with my beautiful host. I'm your co-host.
That's right. Don't forget it.
Or whatever. Should we change our last name to Dollar and then call it the Dollar Cast? Your maiden name's a little cooler than mine, I think.
I know. It is pretty cool, but it's kind of too late.
Probably less drama and trauma and issues associated with it too.
What?
Bull crap.
No.
Bull crap. How are you today, babe?
I'm good. How are you, baby?
Slowly but surely. Today will be good. Actually, I had a good morning this morning. Jack, so last year I got Jack a gym pass.
Yeah.
And he was like, I'm coming to the gym. I'm going to do this.
He's also like 10, 11.
He was 11 last year, yeah.
Yeah.
And I was a little hard on him. And I've realized, like, even when I got back into working out, to not hate it, I just slowly worked into it.
Yeah, just a little at a time.
Yeah, so that's and he's just learning. He's young. And Jack, you did a great job this morning, pal. And you did a great job when you came before. But what was funny is it was summertime. So in your defense, buddy, I'm helping you out here. He can hang, and he does a great job, and he pushes himself, and he's awesome. It was summertime, and so he was staying up late, and he made it to the gym like a handful of times in the month that we had a gym pass.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dude, I don't want to pay for your gym pass if you're not going to come and dedicate, you know?
Yeah.
And then I've just kind of felt lately like he's doing just city baseball now, and then maybe looking to do football this summer, which I think he should do. I'd love to get him back in jiu-jitsu. I think we really need to look at that. I say that every day, but I think I just need you to run him over there and make him do it.
He actually made the comment the other day.
What?
He said, we were talking about something, and he's like, watch Dad bring this back to me starting jiu-jitsu. And you haven't even gone there, and then you did.
I did.
It was actually really funny.
Oh, because he was having issues with people or something. I just think it gives him confidence, and I wish I had a tool like that when I was younger.
Right. I just thought it
was
kind of funny.
He said he enjoyed it. Taft didn't love it as much, but I think Taft would grow into loving it. I really do.
Yeah.
I think it's a good way for Taft to like get out the aggression. Football will be good for Taft too.
But we also have to like let them choose the things that they.
Yeah.
Because it's recreational, right? It's like
Taft is just built like a freaking train. I think he could go dominate and have fun in football, but
yeah.
We'll see if it's his jam too. But what was I saying? So yeah, I got Jack a gym pass, and he came with me this morning, and we got a good little workout in, and had some fun, and
good.
Just slowly, I'm just like, buddy, we'll just break you in slow, and that's how even for me, like that's how I just avoided hating it, right?
Yeah.
So, you know, I run, I don't know, I'm running 15-ish miles, 20 miles a week right now. But it started with me like, okay, today I'm going to walk a mile.
Yeah.
And tomorrow I'm going to jog a lap in the mile.
Yeah.
And now I'm going to jog every other lap.
Right.
And now I'm going to do 2 miles, and I'm going to walk as much as I want and run a couple laps, and then you just kind of progress it.
Yeah.
I noticed, this is silly, I'll just throw this in there, but like running outside is harder obviously than running on a treadmill. My cardio during COVID actually improved because I didn't go to the gym for just a few weeks, like a couple weeks maybe. Mm-hmm. But we'd go to even just the track at the high school.
Yeah.
And even though it's pretty flat there, I noticed a difference when I got back on the treadmill to run after running outside.
Really?
Like my speed went up, my time got better, and it was just a couple weeks that we were just dedicated to going to the track every day.
Well, it's interesting too because it can be like both ways, right? Like because just being out there, you don't know how fast you're going. You don't know mainly how fast you're going, right?
Yeah.
Where on the treadmill, you set a speed and then you stay at that speed.
Yep.
And you're controlling the speed as opposed to just being like, I think I can, and just going.
Right.
So.
Yeah, and so your body just kind of.
So it could be a catch-22 is my point. Sorry, is that you could either run faster or you could run slower. Probably in my case it would be slower, but
Well, I think I do. Like clearly I wasn't pushing myself enough on the treadmill.
Yeah.
But when I'd run outside, it was just I was running free and it wasn't as controlled. And it was actually did better. It was more natural. And now I've kind of found this miles per hour that I run that feels a little more natural for me.
Yeah, and the fresh air probably helps too.
Yeah, we probably should go hit the track. If you haven't done that with your kids, like going to a high school in the morning when nobody's really there. There's actually other people that use it, but you can just go. Some of the kids can run on the grass. You can hit the track, walk the track, run the track with the kids. They had fun. We went and did it with them too. And
yeah, Maddie had to do a couple makeup miles for PE one time. And so I took the kids out, and I was actually shocked because I had been running post Gwen and trying to get back into like running and stuff. Yeah. And I totally blew my knee out. And so it's like hit and miss whether my knee's going to work. Right. And I've been exercising more and trying to build up the strength on it. And I took Maddie to go do her couple miles, and the kids loved it. They just ran around, and like they would run with me sometimes, but other times they would just sit on the field. But I was able to run I think I ran like 2 miles, which I hadn't done for a really long time. Yeah. But I was able to jog it because the track is it's like the right material. What is it, rubber? I don't know what it is. A little more cushion. Yeah. My knee appreciated it.
Nice.
So, anyway.
Nice.
Are you freaking from Australia? Crikey. Where'd you come from? Anyway, sorry.
I have a quick good news segment today. Geraldine Gimblett. Geraldine Gimblett. Gimblett. Damn it.
You literally
the
said
Good
it
News
different
Network.
Every time.
goodnewsnetwork.org, okay? Geraldine Gimblett. I got it right that time.
That sounds right.
That's the right one, you guys. She used her life savings to pay for her daughter's cancer treatments. Yeah. The day her daughter got got the approval, her last treatment, and was given a clean bill of health from her doctor saying that she was cancer free, she went and bought a lottery ticket. It was the last one that the gas station had or whatever. The grandma did after spending her life savings on her daughter's.
Granddaughters?
You're right. No, it's her daughter's. She was paying for her daughter's breast cancer treatment.
Okay, sorry.
But they call her a grandmother she's just a little bit older. She's like 74, I think it said.
So her daughter probably has kids.
Probably.
And
let's say yes. We don't know.
For all intents
Honestly,
and purposes.
I don't know if Geraldine's got grandkids or not. Okay, that's not the point of the story here. Can I just tell the good news? Do you understand why I get frustrated sometimes, folks? Do you see why it's hard for me to tell a story sometimes? Get hell. Can I go? I'm raising my hand. You know what? I don't even want to tell the damn story anymore. Geraldine Gimblett, everybody. She buys the last lottery ticket, wins $2 million, takes the cash payout, which is like $1.6 million. After taxes, let's call it $1 million she's got, 1.2 maybe, and filled back up her life savings.
Yeah.
And at 74, how much longer does she really have? I'm sorry. Listen.
That was like a pay forward moment where she gave up everything.
Yep.
And then it came back to her because she won the lottery.
Yeah.
You said she bought the ticket like right after her daughter.
The same day that her daughter was, I think they rang a bell at the hospital or something. Said she gave her a clean bill of health, and then she got to the gas station. It was a last lottery ticket, and she couldn't believe it. She was like, had him check it twice or something. Check
cool.
it. Anyway.
Good job.
Congratulations, Geraldine.
High five.
My wife.
Sorry. Shouldn't have gone there.
Nope.
Sorry about that.
Oh, hey, before I forget.
What?
Or we can say this at the end. We do have a YouTube. If you can review us on all the platforms, it helps us. We get more views and more likes and blah. We want more people to hear us ramble on and argue and fight about stupid stuff.
We don't fight usually, do we?
I don't know. Not on here.
We save that for later.
Well, our life is perfect. Gwen got mad at me this morning because she was trying to ask me a question.
She did?
She was begging me to take her to school and pick her up until I dropped off Taft and Maddie at school. and she's in the car with us because she wanted to go. And she's trying to ask me a question. She's like, Dad, why are they working out over there in the dirt? And I couldn't see who it was. I'm like, where? What are you talking about? Over there. She's just kept like asking me and asking me. And we're in this phase where she asks 20 questions a minute. She wants to know everything about everything, which I actually love. It's really cute. But I'm like, can I just watch this movie for a second?
Yeah.
And then we can talk. So I keep telling her now when we watch movies, I'm like, let's save the questions for afterwards. And if you still have questions, we'll talk. But I couldn't understand. I didn't know what she was talking about. So she started yelling at me and I said, hey, don't yell at me. I don't know what you're talking about. 2 seconds later, she goes, I want Mom to take me to school. Not me. She didn't want me to take her.
She is such a little grudge holder.
All the way home, I tried to be nice. I gave her a kiss. I said, I'm sorry I upset you. And I tried to be her friend. She didn't give a damn. I picked her out of the car. She gave me a hug for a minute. Like she was like needed to be comforted. And I'm like, you yelled at me, dude. You freaking yelled at me. And
doesn't even matter.
We got in the house and then she like pouted and jumped to you. And then I did take her to school with you. And she's like, I want Mom to take me inside. And so I made her give me a hug and a kiss. But anyway,
do you want to talk about it? How do you feel? How does
it hurts my feelings. Freaking hurt my feelings. Little turd.
She's so funny.
She's such a pill. She's fun.
A little feisty feist.
She gets it from you.
They came that way. I feel like
she's so sensitive too, which is so funny.
Necessary for their survival.
She'll claw your eyes out, but she has like the most soft heart too.
She's also the baby and a girl, and
Yep.
Perfect storm.
Still trying to figure you
I really try.
out.
I really try to make sure that she gets in trouble. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
But I think second nature is just to let it fly.
Yeah.
There's always those posts about the last child gets away with pretty much murder.
Yeah.
Because you're done parenting at that point.
Yeah, we're freaking exhausted.
There was one, it was like, my oldest child came up to me complaining that they did the exact same thing that the last child went and did, and they didn't get in trouble, and you're just like...
Yeah.
Yeah. It's okay.
Dude. Yeah, I'm like, we're not going to be that way. I'm sure we were just like, we're just going to parent all the way through. We have given up freaking before the last one was born. We're like, okay.
Yeah. My mom's...
Not totally, but yeah.
Had this saying on her wall all growing up. It said, before I had kids, I had 5 theories about raising kids.
Yeah.
Now that I have 5 kids, I have 0 theories.
Oh, dude, there's nothing. That is so perfect. That is
right?
so perfect.
It's
yeah.
like real. I'm sure it said it in a different way, but that's the gist.
It's the biggest reason why people who don't have freaking kids, when they want to give advice, I'm just like, on how to parent or when it gets political, I'm just like, shut the hell up. Like you have every single one of them is different. Every single one.
That's
they have their own strengths and their own weaknesses, and they all react to different disciplines different. One I need to beat the hell out of, and the other one I just need to like talk to.
Not literally beat them.
Yeah,
but give them a nice little thump on the head. Guys,
beat your child.
Actually beat them.
I'll thump them on the head. Just the boys.
Give him a little ear pull.
Yeah, I did that to Daft the other day. Oh my gosh.
Who's in charge?
Yeah, sure love him though. I remember actually, I lived with my grandma Mona.
Yeah.
When I was 18, I moved out of my parents' house because I was a pill. We kind of talked about some of this. But I lived with her, and I had an uncle that was like between jobs or something. He was married, and he was living there too. It was like the damn Clampets at her house. I'll be honest, actually. There was a bunch of us living with my grandma.
It was amazing.
I think my Uncle Todd... Love you, man. Freaking who is dealing with brain cancer right now. I would love to have him on and tell his story. Maybe call him someday. But I think he bought her this house out in Saratoga, and half the family moved in with her, and I was one of them. After Johnny's mom passed away, I moved out there for a little while till my mission.
Yeah.
It was actually like 9 months I actually lived out there.
Yeah.
And I remember there was no curfew, and she knew I was planning to go on a mission, and she knew I think where my heart was, and so I wasn't out like trying to party and get in trouble. I just needed freedom for a little while, and she knew that.
Well, she knew it was you making the choice to do it, and so it wasn't.
Yeah, she just there was a trust there that I actually really needed at that time. It was good for me.
Yeah.
But I remember coming home at like 2 a.m, or I'd come home with Tim sometimes at like 2 a.m. We'd be laughing and loud, and she would be laughing, and then Chad came home one time, and he's like, why does Hayden get to come home at 2 a.m? He's like, when we were growing up, I had to be home by 11:30 or midnight or whatever. And she's like, he's different, Chad. He's different. I'm like, you're damn right. Thanks, Grandma. And I was joking. I actually was telling Johnny some of this the other day, but she was the one person in my life that like I could have like totally been wrong and she would have just defended me to the death. She has always been that person for me. So
she's the best.
Anyway, Mom, you're great too, but I'm just saying like she's always just defended me to the death of like to everybody.
Yeah.
But anyway, love you too, Grandma Mona.
She's so cute.
She is so cute.
Well, babe, so you introduced me to this new account to me on Instagram.
He's got like double the followers, I swear, since I started following him just recently.
It's probably your fault.
Sydney Raz.
Yeah.
On Instagram. Mm-hmm. SIDNEYRAZ. He's the guy, maybe some of you have seen him. He's the guy that says something I didn't know until I was in my 30s, and he talks about life hacks.
Yeah. I've seen like others that do it that are like 40s or whatever too. The whole concept of it's not like an original.
Half the stuff you're like, I feel so dumb for not knowing.
Oh my gosh. Like seriously though.
Can I tell you something that I've actually learned this like a few years ago that has been really helpful to me with an iPhone and texting. If you're texting something and you make a typo and you want to scroll back instead of like touching the screen to go back, maybe most of you know this now, but I didn't know this for a while, and then a friend put it on Facebook. But if you hold the space bar down and then slide your thumb one way or the other, it's a lot easier to get over instead of trying to touch the screen to the letter you messed up.
Yeah.
So there's one life hack for you that I learned.
Yeah,
that
I think that they updated it so you have to do that actually now. Before it was an option, and I think you have to now to get to the exact spot because I have poked around on that thing for like hours and it does not want
I think you can still touch it, but
you can, but it doesn't. It won't go in between the letters.
Oh, it just goes to the end of the word.
Go to the end of the words, yeah.
So you don't have to delete it though either, yeah.
Another iPhone one that I just saw the other day is you can swipe when you're using the calculator. You can swipe, and it'll delete a number. So instead of having to like restart over every time, if you accidentally put a 1 instead of a 2, if you're like fat fingers like me where you accidentally hit the wrong one.
On the calculator.
On the calculator, you can swipe it and it'll delete the last number instead of having to clear everything and start all over.
Yeah. You can swipe the numbers up top and it'll delete it each swipe. It deletes one number. Mind blown. I had that bologna sandwiches song stuck in me.
Bologna.
Putting on the mustard should never get you flustered.
So good.
Inside joke, if you just joined, we have, I posted a video. It's our little hands skit that we put on Instagram.
Fingers.
The little hands. Jack was singing it this morning.
He was.
But what other life hacks did you want to talk about?
So yeah, we want to talk about, we're really enjoying his content. And we kind of want to talk about some of our own life hacks too.
Sure. One he did mention was the ginger ale and pretzels is the best way. Dramamine will make you tired. He's like, I wish I'd known this sooner, that the ginger ale, he's like, the best way to take care of seasickness is all natural. And then he put up a video of this lady talking about ginger ale and pretzels are the best thing, and then staring at the horizon if you're seasick. And if any of you heard our embarrassing stories or our seasick podcast episode,
you could have really used some ginger ale and pretzels.
Nice, because the Dramamine didn't do a damn thing. And that's part of the reason I didn't take more than one Dramamine.
But it made a good story.
Because it makes you so tired. Yeah, it did make a good story. For everybody else, I guess.
I love it.
Oh, that was so miserable.
It's a good time.
You know those times in life you're just like, you get so sick, you're just like, I just want to feel normal.
Yeah.
I just want to feel normal again.
Thank you, body, for when you're taking care of me.
Yeah. There's that Family Guy episode where they all drink Epicac. That stuff that makes you puke.
Yeah.
And Stewie
Why would we do that?
All 5 of them, and they do a contest to see who can not throw up.
Oh my gosh.
And Stewie's like, I don't want to. He just starts puking. And I'm like, I have so been there. I'm just like, make me feel better. I don't want to. Anyway.
Gross.
But ginger ale and pretzels for seasickness and staring at the horizon.
There it is. Let's talk about like everyday ones. So what are some things that you do night before to help you make your next day better.
Yeah, I don't know if this is, I don't know, it's kind of a life hack. But I think everybody knows, I think that your day really starts at least the night before.
Yeah.
So me getting up in the morning really all has to do, like if I'm getting up on time, it has to do with how did I sleep last night? How early did I get to bed? How did I, did I take, sometimes my sleep is better with my vitamins. Jess has us on a really good vitamin regimen right now.
Magnesium.
Magnesium's awesome.
That's the trick for me.
I have been taking like 5 milligrams of melatonin a lot of nights too. That helps. But I have like a whole cocktail of vitamins that I take every night.
Yeah.
Magnesium. I know there's some calcium in there.
But you usually will like prep for the next day. So you'll get like your clothes ready for the gym and put them out. And you'll
a lot of the reason I get my clothes out for the gym is, yeah, it's nice to have them in the bathroom. But we have a walk-in closet that is on one end of our bedroom. And our bathroom is on the other. And Jessica's not a morning person. There, I said it. And she hates it when I turn the light on. I just cause fights in our marriage, probably more than anything else. But I'll go in the closet and I'm trying to grab all my stuff and the light
flipped on in my eyes.
She like violently pulls the covers over her head, angrily, violently. And I just go in and I try to put my clothes out as more of a courtesy to you. But it also does help my morning go a little bit faster. But I do it 50% of the time. I forget a lot.
But what about your other stuff, your supplements and everything?
Yeah, I'll mix. Sometimes I'll just mix like a pre-workout and a protein shake like the night before too, and have that ready to go in the morning so I can just zombie walk to the fridge and take that, get clothes out early. Did you say that you saw someone put on Instagram that? Oh
yeah, so I saw somebody said that they have their kids sleep in their clothes for their school day, for the next day.
Yeah.
They'll sleep in them so that they wake up and they just eat and they're already dressed and they just are, it's one step down going. But I can't imagine, like, I think my boys, A, sweat so bad while they sleep, and B, don't. Yeah, but they don't hold still either. So I'm like, my kids would be going to school with sweaty, wrinkly, as a wrinkly mess. So that not everything works for everybody.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to sleep in my clothes for the next day. I'd have to shower and clean off and.
Yeah, I do notice my morning feels better though when we have like kitchen chores each night that everybody does. And if we can do those and I wake up to like not a dish or a sink full of dishes and stuff, that's very helpful too, right?
Yeah.
Makes me feel ahead too. So, we talked about night. Okay, let's talk about some.
One of those,
you didn't tell us some of the things that he did. Sorry.
You wanted to talk about magnesium and stuff.
Sorry, I really love my guys. I really love
anyway, follow the guy. He's pretty awesome. But shout out Sydney Raz. But another one is turning a hammer using the back end of a hammer, the claw side, to dig up weeds was one he did. One he took
which we actually could really use in our backyard.
I'm hoping that
some of them are insane.
Lawn people, I think they're going to be coming soon. I need our kids to do the yard. But there's like this. That's almost a life hack that it is a hard balance. I think you want your kids to work hard, and then we need to stay on top of them to get crap done. But right now, it really helps to one of our life hacks is paying to get our yard done. They come in 30 minutes. They're in and out, take all of our weeds. Our yard looks awesome. But we still have yard work. We have a pretty freaking big yard, and
it's just one of those like mental brain breaks to have that. It's like one thing off of our mental load more than the physical load. It's more a mental load. Like
it saved 2 hours a week in fighting every week, But that's not an excuse to right now in this season of life. It makes sense for us to do that. But we have these big, giant flower beds and stuff that are beautiful when they're not full of weeds, and they take a lot of work to stay on the weeds.
Well, and even like the way that the weeds work in those beds is before I can even get out there, there's still snow on the ground,
and they're coming
full
up.
of weeds.
Yeah.
So it's not even like I can keep on top of it.
We did put black lava rock down, which has really helped in
That's
the front.
helped the front.
And then even in the back, we have like a weed stopper stuff, and not just a mat, but there's like the grainy stuff that you can drop down.
Preen. I'm sorry.
Preen.
Costco. Big yellow bucket.
It's supposed to help keep the weeds down, and it does a pretty good job.
Tried it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One funny thing that he did that I didn't know, I guess you don't want your kids knowing this, but the medicine jars that have like the child safety things, lids that you push down and turn, you can push up with them on one end of them with your thumbs and pop that cap off of them. Yeah. And then for adults that if you don't have kids in your house or you're not worried about it or don't want to deal with that, then you can just spin the top off. I thought that was kind of funny.
Top. I know. I saw that. That was crazy.
And one other life hack that he had that was like, oh, that's funny. Like, he took a Squeeze It. Talk about nostalgia, right?
Oh, yeah.
He took a full bottle of Squeeze It with the lid still on. At the very top of the lid, above where it like curves, there's like a little top.
You know what we're talking about? You used to use them as like braces or like
you have to take that lid off in order to drink it. Well, instead of taking the lid off, just cut the tip off of that, and then you can use it as a straw. You can just drink your Squeeze It right out of that if you don't want to take it out.
I literally felt like my childhood was ruined.
Keep the lid on. Yeah, it's kind of a funny little thing, but he just does a bunch of fun stuff like that. It's kind of cool.
It's really fun. Another one he did was in the kitchen, and he took an avocado. You know how they'll like brown after you cut them?
Oh yeah.
He put it in water, like the other half that he wasn't using in water, and it seemed to stay pretty green until he went to go use it again. You know?
Did he leave it out on the counter in water, like in a bowl?
Yeah.
Did he take the
pit and everything out?
And he took peeled it or whatever?
No, he had it still in the peel, but it was like the top half. Even so, for me, I'll like cut the avocado and then just cut a thin layer of the brown part off, and then you know what I mean, and keep that so that the rest of it's green. And then just
is it covered? Is it like submerged in water?
Yes. So he submerged the part that was open in water.
So it's the air that deteriorates the avocado. Yeah. That makes sense.
And it stayed really green. You don't have to cut any brown off. So that's fancy. But your mom actually told me this one that he talked about. So if you crack eggs into a pan or into a bowl, and you get the shell in there, use the other shell, like the bigger part of the shell, to go after that shell piece, and it is attracted to the shell. Like so many years of
digging in your eggs for shells.
Oh my gosh. Like fishing. You're not even just digging. It's like, because it moves around.
Bite softly, children.
Yeah.
I couldn't get that eggshell out today.
You know what? Another one I've seen before is to separate the eggshell or the egg white and yolk is they'll use like an empty water bottle and they'll put it over top of the yolk and squeeze it and then let the air suck
the yolk
back up into the water bottle. Me over here like a sucker doing the back and forth toss of the egg
You'd
yolk.
have to have a really specific water bottle, I feel like.
Nope, just like the Costco one.
Seriously?
Yeah.
We'll try it.
All right.
I think I do a pretty good job keeping the yolk out.
Let's do it. Oh my gosh, let's do it. Let's do a video.
See if it works.
We'll let you know.
I
have done the egg shell.
What if I do like 20 eggs at a time for like meal prep or something?
Yeah. Let's try it. I have egg whites that I need to use first, though.
Yeah, we do. Bought at Costco. Hey, egg pricing seems to be coming back down.
Gosh, yes.
That's so nice.
Yeah, it was like a couple dollars down.
Yeah.
On the big one from Costco.
I got behind on my weight goal, but I was hoping by April 1st I would be good, and now I'm not. And now it's getting. But by May 1st I'll hit a goal that I have, so that'll be good. I think.
Yay.
Just a month behind.
You know what my new goal is?
Comes in waves. But eating lots of eggs helps. What's that?
Yeah. And veggies. You need to have your veggies. I have liked putting like a protein into everything. Like protein shake mix.
Yeah.
My new goal is to not step on the scale anymore.
Oh my hell.
I'm over it. Anyway, the protein shake mix, okay? So I like the other day we were making pancakes.
We need to come up with what's the protein I just bought?
Just ingredients.
Oh my gosh, this lady has got to be loaded.
But
all the women in Utah are buying her stuff, and dude,
delicious
she does have great
protein.
products. And for her, I should look at the ingredients, but
that's the whole point. Is the
it was
ingredients.
$120 for 60 days of protein, flavorless protein. I'm like, are you for realsies?
The flavorless is fantastic. Yeah, I had you get it so that we could add it as like thickener to soup, or you can put it in any of the sauces just to bulk up the protein.
Jack, our son, who I was just talking about at the gym this morning, he threw up eggs as like a 2-year-old.
Yeah.
He was so little. And ever since then, he has had an issue eating eggs, which sucks.
I bet you could put
and
them
they
in
want to
the
just
eggs.
like eat. I hope our kids are the only ones that want to eat freaking cheese and popsicles and like
No, they're not.
cereal for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and grilled cheese sandwiches with nothing. I'm like, dude, there's like no protein in any of this that you're eating, and all the processed foods and the crap that really it's. You almost can't avoid all the process, but you can limit it, you know.
Yeah. Well,
it's hard. So I get it. You explained it that you did good job. It's just holy crap, dude.
it's one of those things where it's like inflation hit. We had this conversation yesterday. Inflation hit just barely with the COVID and all that, right? It depends on the week what is skyrocketed in price and what's not, right? But I'm trying to clean up our diet because I think mentally, physically, emotionally, all of it, I think it would help us. So I'm trying to clean it up, but holy cow, like it was expensive to eat quote unquote healthy before.
Yeah.
Now it's like astronomical. And
Well,
so
even, like-
that's why to me, I'm like, if I can put a scoop of this protein in something, then, or I can like hide it, whatever, so that they're getting the stuff in, then I'm going to try
Every
my
little
best.
bit helps, yeah.
I'm going to try my best. But I put vanilla in pancakes the other day. I put vanilla, flaxseed, and chia seed in Hayden's famous
Butter cakes.
pancakes. He makes these pancakes. They're bomb.
If you're
so good. There's your hack. What's your hack, babe, to make the best pancakes of all time?
Oh, we're gonna put out a little video on it, but
yeah, we made a video of it. So
it's pretty funny.
Tell us what it is, though.
Well, here's what's funny is we're basically talking about crappy food that we eat that we're just trying to make healthier because we're eating crap. And just because we buy it, sorry, I'm on a tangent.
Go.
Just because we buy it at Trader Joe's doesn't mean it's healthier. You know what I mean?
Well, it just
but we've
means
spent
that there's
just
less.
this week, just this week, I think we spent like $600 on groceries, and I'm like, we need a budget. Like this, we can't. And it's Thursday. So anyway.
Yeah.
Just because it's Trader Joe's, look at the ingredients. I think we need to do it. That would
That's what I'm
help
trying
us
to
is to do
look
a video. Well, we should do a video on eating healthy on a budget.
Yeah, we should try that.
That would be good. A budget would be nice.
No, the thing is Trader Joe's, the nice thing about Trader Joe's is they don't allow certain things in their food. Where at the health food or at the store, it'll say it's healthy or that it's like no sugar or
You can buy
whatever,
things that are illegal in
but
other
it's
countries,
got
basically.
filler
Yeah.
in it that is worse for you than
Yeah.
eating the regular item.
Right.
Make sense?
Yeah.
So Trader Joe's, luckily, like they have stipulations on things that go into their. I mean, that doesn't mean that everything at Trader Joe's is clean, right? But there is like a good, better, best, right? Trader Joe's would probably be a better. Anything in Trader Joe's is going to be better than certain things at the store, Mm-hmm. But best is another story too. So
Yeah.
But
the butter cakes, we use about a cube of butter. I think we talked about this last time, didn't we? A cube of butter, but when you make your pancakes, you just get the griddle and you freaking put
he's a little Paula Dean over here.
A very healthy amount of butter on your griddle. Pour your pancakes on. Then when you flip them, you can kind of move the pancake around to get the rest of the butter up.
To soak up some butter.
And then you can put more butter on them. Which I'm ashamed to say this, but we do that. You do that.
Sometimes I'll try and pull it before you.
Yeah, and actually, if there's a lot of butter on the griddle still, and I've kind of moved it around, I don't always, but a lot of times, like if I forgot to put more on or as much, then I'll add some on there. But yeah,
so hence the butter cake name.
Yeah,
but he had to do an extra batch. The kids get all mad if I start adding stuff that they can see. So like the chia seed or the flax seed, they'll be like, Mom, why'd you have to make them healthy? But we'll like try and sneak in some eggs sometimes, or but I did the protein, like a vanilla protein scoop in it, and I thought it was delicious. So
yeah.
Anyway,
I've done like, I don't know, for anybody that's a coffee drinker, I've thrown in like a protein scoop in coffee and stirred it in.
I've actually done that. I've been doing that with my flavored water. Like I'll get, I'll put some as like a creamer. You know how you go to the Swig or something, and they'll put cream in their drinks. Well, I just put a little bit of the protein powder, mixed it up, and then put like some peach. What are those ones called? I don't remember, but the more natural, like true lime peach flavor packets in it, and it's like a creamy peachy water. It's delicious.
What are they? Are they protein?
True lime. I'll put a scoop of my vanilla protein
in a water bottle with.
Yeah,
wait,
like in
say
my
this again.
Rewind. So I have my mug.
Okay.
And I'll put my ice in. And I'll put some water and like maybe a half a scoop of protein or a quarter scoop of protein.
Oh, okay.
And then I'll put my true lime, peach flavored is my favorite.
So it's called true lime, but it's not lime flavored. It's peach flavored. So you do the peach and the vanilla protein together.
Is the brand.
And it tastes good?
It just doesn't have as many fillers and crap in it as like your other water flavoring stuff.
Yeah.
Anyway, and I whip it all up, and it tastes like a creamy peach drink in water, and I get my water in and some protein.
Well, there you go.
Boom.
Take that. Swig. So delicious.
All of them.
Freaking.
Remember, there's like 4 or 5.
Yeah, and by the way, if you've sat in a Swig line and you're going to judge me for coffee, shame. All right? I'm not a big coffee drinker, but I've thrown a chocolate protein in it, and I've thrown chocolate milk in it. It's pretty good.
You've put hot chocolate in the pancake mix, and that doesn't suck.
Nope.
It's not healthy by any means, but it doesn't suck.
You should know I'm not a real true coffee drinker, because by the time I'm done adding things to it, it doesn't actually taste like coffee.
That's true.
People will drink it black, which I've done once, and it was... That's not my favorite.
I don't even like the smell of it, so it's like, can't imagine drinking it.
I drink
black.
a Monster, and I just think the coffee was healthier.
Shame.
Yeah, shame on me. I have one here in front of me, a Monster Zero, but I'm like, I literally was like, I should probably have a coffee, because I probably shouldn't be drinking these every day.
Yeah.
It really is kind of almost just a health choice.
Yeah.
We all have our justifications.
The Celsiuses are supposed to be a little bit better, right? Mm-hmm. But I don't know. Okay, another kitchen thing that I love.
Define better. They don't taste as good.
Good, better, best, remember?
I'm just teasing. Yeah,
better.
Continue.
Another cooking thing that I love, I have this little chopper. I will post it. I make pico on a reg.
So good.
And
Jess's pico is real hard to beat.
Thank you.
And your chocolate chip cookies.
They're pretty bomb.
Yep.
Maybe I'll...
They're delicious.
Recipe.
You should.
And my pico recipe.
They're
not hard. But my pico, so I have made pico with and without this chopper. I will tell you right now, it takes at least half, if not quarter of the time to do it with this chopper. And Gwen loves to do it with me, and even Taft. And so they can help me chop. And so it takes a lot less time, and it's fantastic. So I will link those because it's life-changing.
Start to finish, how long does it take you to make pico?
Probably 20 minutes.
20 minutes?
And that's chopping 6 or 7 tomatoes and onion and cilantro and jalapeno. So you have to chop all that, wash it all up.
Crazy.
And
yeah,
it's like
good.
And it's perfect because
they're
like you look
sized.
fancy. Yeah, you look fancy because they're like all the same size cuts, and I'm not fancy. I cannot do that.
Yeah, it's good for the OCD.
Yeah. It looks good. So, anyway.
And that makes like a giant jar of pico.
Yeah, like I do a quart jar full, and then there's like last night we had tacos, so I used anything that didn't fit in the quart jar.
Yeah.
We ate last night with dinner. So, Anyway, I keep it in the quart jar just because then the onion and all the smells don't leak into the plastic or whatever, which we really should change. That's another thing that we should change.
Get all the plastics out of our house.
Yeah, but
I've thought that too.
One thing at a time. Anyway,
all these TikTok videos.
Favorite. Oh, and with the pancakes, somebody taught me to use a pizza cutter.
Oh, to cut the pancakes?
To cut the kids' pancakes. Are you kidding me right now?
I'll just break it up like sacrament bread.
You just like rip it. But then you got butter all over your hands from your butter pancakes.
Yeah, and then sometimes they're hot and they hurt, but they burn your
Yes.
It's
my favorite. Pizza cutter, dude.
Pizza cutter's nice.
That thing. That'll do it.
We should invent, or maybe they have it, but just like a thing that you can just
stamp it
and cut it with one push.
Probably.
The perfect pancake bite.
They probably do. I'm sure they do.
Google it.
All
Tell
right.
us.
All
if
right.
not, hurry, let's make it.
All right, but then your OCD comes in, and then we have too many kitchen gadgets. It's a gadget you will already have that
pizza
does
cutter.
multiple
Bam
uses.
Yep.
That's what we're about.
Love it.
That's what we're about. Anyway, I love birthdays.
We just had one for Taff this week. Happy 8 years, pal.
And so the dollar store is my best friend for birthday parties first.
Mm-hmm.
You can usually find all of the good basics there for really, really cheap. But what I have done that like escalates a birthday with like on the cheap end is not too crazy time consuming is on Amazon they'll have packets of balloon arch balloons, and then I bought a like electric balloon blower or whatever.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I tell you what, you can throw together a balloon arch in less than 30 minutes and it like elevates your event a lot, right?
Yeah.
And it's the packets are usually like $10 to $20.
You're kind of the balloon lady. Just brought home a helium.
I got it for my birthday. I asked for it for my birthday. A helium tank because I was so sick of paying $1 per balloon to blow up balloons.
Yeah.
So I did.
Jess likes to make a fancy little cute party. Puts the work in. You're so sweet that way.
It's fun.
To decorate.
Yeah. Anyway.
Good job. But yeah, do you know the name of the balloon blower upper thing? Gadget? It almost just looks like one of those things to blow up an air mattress.
Yeah, it's just like a little pink box. I'm sure if you Googled it or Googled Amazon, searched it, or probably even Walmart or anywhere, they'll have it. But I can link it as well.
Yeah. Cool.
But yeah, I've got like drawer. And the nice thing with the arches too is I usually don't even use the full set of balloons because it's going to be cheaper to buy the set of balloons than to go buy individually anyway, because they're all different sizes too. And B, I always have leftovers, so then I can throw together another arch with the leftovers from last birthday or you know what I mean? So
yeah.
Anyway, that's my favorite birthday hack.
Good job.
And let's normalize like not spending hours trying to save money on a birthday party. I did that for so many years, trying to like, I'll come up with the games and we'll do it. But by the time I bought all of the supplies, had all the food, and got the kids and entertained them for the hours, I'm like, it is way more worth going
buying
somewhere.
Hit the dollar store.
No,
and get
going somewhere.
Oh yeah.
So like Taft, actually, we scored on his birthday because his birthday was on a Tuesday, so we went during the week. So there's like discount at the place that we went to. We went to Lowe's Extreme Air Sports. Okay, so if you have a birthday coming up,
trampoline park,
the tramp park. I rented a table upstairs so we could have our own. Like I brought Little Caesars and our own cake, and so we went up there. And on a Tuesday they have half price jump pricing, so it was like buy an hour get an hour. So for 2 hours and the table, and I brought in our own food, so you can flex that price however you want. It cost us like $100 for his whole birthday party with his buddies and our kids, because And
because they're there too.
Because we have other children.
Yeah.
But it was like $100. I'm like, I would have spent hours on end and way more money than that.
Well, we almost
to
went
entertain
on,
him for 2 hours.
We almost went to the one in Spanish Fork.
Yeah.
On Saturday. How much was it to reserve it there?
So it depends on what you do, but it's like up to 10 kids.
Was it $300?
It was like $250 to $300. He wanted, if we went to that one, he wanted to do the go-karts, which was the $300 package. But he didn't have that many friends that he wanted to take. Taft's kind of like a one-on-one play kind of kid. And so he only had 2 friends that he wanted to bring. So it was the 4 kids and the play for 2 hours. And
yeah, he does seem to have just like a couple people that he gets really tight with and then doesn't care. It's almost like sometimes I feel bad because I feel like he almost just doesn't have room for for anybody else, and he needs to be more soft to other people's feelings, I think sometimes. I just have seen him be like, oh yeah, if you want to come, like other kids that want to come hang with him and his buddies he's tight with, he's like, sure, whatever. But I don't know, it's kind of funny sometimes.
He's just unapologetically himself. Like,
which is so awesome. He's so awesome. Yeah, I love that about him. This
child decided he wanted like a red maroon new suit for his baptism. And I'm looking at it with a bow tie that matches it. And I'm looking at it and I'm like, okay. I'm like, you don't want like the black or the blue one? And then after I said that, and because he's like, no, I want this red one. And I was like, okay. And I sat there and I was like, no, absolutely, you need to get this one because that is just Taft. Like, he's just like, this is what I want, and that's it. It's so cute.
Yeah, we'll see how the suit looks on him when
it'll
it comes.
Look amazing.
He will. He's a sharp-looking, handsome guy. What's funny is a video of him popped up from like 4 years ago when he turned 4 or something.
Yeah.
And it was him in the morning. You found a race car that would stick to the wall.
Yeah.
Like it had a vacuum piece portion to it, and he could drive it on the walls and stuff.
Yeah, so cool.
And I'm looking at his outfit, and he had this long longer curly hair. He had a Nacho Libre costume. I think he had was he that for Halloween or he just
obsessed with Nacho Libre?
At like 2 or 3 years old, we would watch Nacho Libre twice a week. Yeah. It was freaking hilarious. And I loved that he loved it. We would sit and laugh. It was so funny.
Yeah, and he wanted to be Nacho for Halloween. So I made him a Nacho outfit.
And he had no shirt on, but he had the Nacho Libre pants on, and he's driving his car on the wall. And I'm like, that is freaking Taft.
It's
like,
the
this is such
outfit,
a Taft thing.
Like, so it's luchador, like the wrestling. So envision.
Sorry, yes. Yeah.
I thought after, I'm like, oh, we got to give the right envision. So he's
baby blue pants with red patches in the knees and stuff. Like it's
and
freaking
the red,
hilarious.
Like underwear over top.
Yeah. This is so good. Did it have the red underwear over top? Was that what it was?
I don't know if he had it on that time, but that's what we did. And then I had a black and red cape, a blue and red cape that we put on him. We gave him a little mustache. And then he had his long, shaggy, curly hair. Oh my gosh, it was the best thing. I just like walked around laughing. And
the year before that, he was Einstein because of his hair. It looked so cute. It was like the perfect little costume. That was so funny.
Yeah, those are the years that are my favorite for costumes because I can choose what they are. Well, he chose Nacho Libre, but Einstein, I was like looking at him, I'm all, yep, this is going to be you. So anyway. Happy
birthday, buddy.
Yep, we sure love you.
Your mom loves you. Put a lot of work into it this week. Got this week of craziness. A bunch of Maddie has been gone. She gets up at.
She's at the school 7 days a week. She's there.
Life's been crazy. We're excited to get this week over with.
Yeah.
She got home at 10:45 last night. Got up this morning, and.
10:45.
Or 10:30, 10:45. She said it was probably 10:30. Yeah.
Anyway, and then back up and at the school at 8:00.
She signed up for driver's ed, which I'm surprised she dragged that out so far. But she did, 30 hours of driver's ed this past weekend?
Yeah.
And got her done.
Plus.
Good job, Mads. Next time, just do a little bit every day.
Well, it was
just... She got it done before she had to re-sign up for it.
It's hard because it wasn't in class. She's like, I would have much rather done it in class, which...
Totally. Right? To do it online is
painful. But it was like, anyway, trying to remember to have that balance. Because she did do hours, like, on weekends for a good chunk of time. And then crap hit the fan and were gone, and
I think she
just got
spent
behind,
10 hours on the computer on Friday, on Saturday, and like 6 or 8 on Sunday, and then she had to finish up more on Monday. And
yeah.
Anyway, got it worked out. But
Yep. Got her in.
I told her, I said, dude, she knew I was frustrated, but I just said, I don't get mad at you because you pull it together always at the end of the quarter and you get on a roll and you do really good. And I knew she was emotional and she was upset and just trying to she just had a lot going on in life. She's just busy. So it took some patience for everybody, but she got that part done and pulled it off. And
well, she had that
see
and
how
a
grades
50-page.
Oh yeah, a 50-page report due. So she got that done on Monday too.
I thought so.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah.
Siri thought so.
Yeah.
No, she's awesome. She's a
Good
hard
job,
worker.
Maddie.
She gets it done.
Yep.
But
So
anyway, let us know if you have any life hacks that will blow our minds. that
Yeah, we'll
we
share
haven't
them.
thought of. We'll ask and
It's
see
kind of
if
fun.
we can all work it.
I know there's more we can
Work
talk about.
smarter, not harder together.
That's right. Okay.
I love you.
Love you most. Thanks, babe.
Thank you.
Hey, don't do this when I'm talking about our kids.
Well, I just didn't want you to say something about
I wasn't.
her
And I can edit it out.
not doing Monday. Not going on Monday.